listen, we all know how hard it is to come back after a series of losing trades, right? And I think this is probably the most important thing um, to get over, to understand that it's just a part of trading. It's just a part of life, actually. Just having to let go of things. And I think having an objective is really important. But having a focus on objective and not on process is really detrimental to trading in special, because um, it's getting probably harder to reset mentally, obviously, in our days where everybody wants everything yesterday, right? Nobody wants to work hard anymore for stuff, and it really makes the difference between somebody that will be a consistently profitable trader, or maybe even a consistently or consistent performer in real life, right? Not even in sports, just in life in general, like having a schedule for sleeping on, or eating well, or looking better day in, day out, feeling better, sleeping better. So I think that um, it's way better to just have focus on what's in front of you right now. And because basically when you're thinking about past trades, right, what happens when you're thinking about maybe you lost 5 to 10 trades in a row? What really happens is just that your emotions of your past hurdles is coming into present, right? But that is mostly an illusion. And I think that having your dignity, your right, your self-consciousness focused on win or lose, I don't think it's really the way to go. Because no matter how good it will get at some point, right, it's never as good as you perceive it to be. And one more important thing is that no matter how bad it gets at the point, it's most likely not as bad as you think it is. So it's just that every time that you have to go into another trade, you're better off going into that trade when you're balanced in every sense of the word. So if you're unbalanced, right, maybe if you still have reminiscences of how you lost that trade, how you put maybe your stop loss too far, and the market took your stop loss and you lost too much money because you weren't assuming your risk, right? You were thinking maybe you were thinking the exact different way that you should be thinking. You were thinking about just I want to put this stop loss in the market in order for the market to not take my stop loss. So when it takes my stop loss, I'm not thinking about the money I'm losing before I'm putting my stop loss. I'm thinking about, okay, listen, this is not a protective stop loss to protect me from a drawdown from the market, but rather a mental stop loss just for the sake of having a stop loss, but not assuming the actual risk and the, let's say, it's not a great idea to think about it in a monetary way, right? But after all, it's your capital that you're working with, right? Your risk management should be applied to your capital. So not letting go of the fact that maybe you do fuck up at some point. Maybe you do a bad trade. Maybe you have a series of bad trades. Maybe it's because of your mental situation at that point. But it really doesn't mean that the next, let's say, 15 trades will not be winners, or maybe just the next 3 trades will be really big winners. You may never know. You have to keep your mental edge in check. That is really the key right here. And following your process, your plan must be the holy grail of your trading, because no matter how bad it gets, or no matter how good it gets, it's really important to keep in mind that whether bad or good, or maybe you have a bad trade in your process or plan and it actually turns into a profit, which is, to be honest, not a good idea, because you'll get used to having a bad process and winning money, which is probably the hardest thing to get past, especially as a beginner at some point. These things just accumulate, right? They compound like your account, or they will create a rotten perception of the market. That's why whenever I see people trying to get into this, they're about, okay, let's make money, or let's make fast money. But my question would be, what happens after you make this fast money? Like, you do what? You just give up trading? That's it? So you just coming to the market, try to find shortcuts into making money, and then you just leave trading? If yes, then why would you even start it? Like, wouldn't you like to have this as a consistent way to, it boggles my mind. I'm not completely sure what people are thinking about when they're saying, okay, I would like to make money. Sure, you're working probably a normal job right now. Are you going to work that job your entire life? Probably not. And if yes, do you enjoy it? Because if not, that's the exact same thing. Why would you get into something that you don't really like, or it doesn't scratch your creative part of your mind, of your brain? So resetting mentally and understanding what is your actual place and goal for now and for later is really important. Just view the bigger picture, right? It's not that important. You are not that important, in my opinion. I think this is a thing that our ego is really inflated when we're thinking about our self-consciousness in life and in markets. And it's really probably a blessing to get over this. Just don't think as yourself as too important, because if you're thinking yourself as too important, there are big chances that every single loss will affect you, right? It will affect you mentally. It will affect you in the way you trade in the following trades. So just have it set in your brain that you're not that important. Your trades are not that important. At that point, you become way less self-centered, and you understand that everything works in a union, right? I don't really like the idea of universe, even though a lot of times it has been shown to me that it probably does exist, and it has its way. But more often than not, it shows that when you're letting go of whatever is just fogging your brain, your mind, you're way easier. You're getting out of your way, right? You're just getting out of your way, and you understand that, okay, maybe maybe I want just the right path. Just are you expecting that it's life? That's why life is just like trading. Are you expecting your life to be just like this, like are you expecting your PNL curve to be like this, like just this? It's probably not the case. Maybe you have hurdles along the way, and it's absolutely normal. You just can't be perfect. Just let go of whatever is keeping you mentally away from your success. That's it.